Hi everyone, my summer's coming to an end. I suppose most of you might think that's a bit early, but my winter sports season starts in September, so I'm winding down the garden. I don't plant anything to grow over winter. All the beds get covered and left for the worms to do the job. I normally put a bit of manure underneath the covers. So it won't be long before I'm swapping over to my other channel, which is just under my name, Tina Brindley, where I film quite a lot of my sports. I do triathlon, I do canicross and bike during. I've got quite a few 10Ks this year, so that's a bit different. So we'll be having a look round the garden, and it will probably one of the last few videos I do of the garden. It's mostly harvesting now, nothing much really going on. I've been pulling up things that's finished. I'm emptying the tunnel. The tomatoes have finally given up the ghost to blight. So we will be just about clearing all that out in a bit. I've had most of the tomatoes off the plants and pulled up quite a few of the tomato plants. I think there's about 4 left that I've just left for a bit longer to try and get the tomatoes on it to get a little bit bigger, because them 4 plants look the best. And then after I've got them out, probably this weekend, I'm taking the cover off the tunnel and we're clearing out the big shed workshop type thing that used to be the dog kennels, and everything's going where the tunnel was so I can sort it out, and then I'm getting rid of what I don't want and tidying out so I can get different things from the conservatory into there, so I can turn the conservatory back into my workout room. It'll have my bike on a turbo trainer, but I do my yoga in there, and so there's a lot of work to do, but most of the garden type stuff will just be done when I've got time, just pulling up dead things, enjoying the flowers because the flowers are still coming, moving things about, packing pots away, stuff like that. So I'll take you a tour around the garden and show you what's going off. And do you like my summer house? Except for this cable here, and I don't know whether you're able to see up there, the electric's going in at the minute. I've got a big light up there. We're having a patio heater in here as well, so we can use it on nicer days in the winter. And I've got my little signs up and different things. As you can see, the flowers are still looking very nice. We'll move over this way past one or two things that are being tidied. Tomatoes coming. That's the second batch, and I've got a bucket here where I've been pulling things up. These are Californian poppies, and I'm supposed to be putting them in, but I've not got round to it, so they're sat there in a bucket. Got the wheelbarrow full of soil. This is from some potato sacks, and I'm saving the soil because I've got some pots for the autumn bulbs to put in, which flower in the spring, but you put them in late summer, autumn. So this is sat in the middle of the patio along with my grandson's toys. So there's always something on this patio, it's never clear. If I turn you round, you can see that everything's looking nice. I've potted this one on. I've got another one to pot on. That's a fuchsia. I've got the rogue blackberry plant again that I'll have to get down there and cut, has appeared. I thought I'd killed that, but apparently not. So everything's looking really nice. I think somebody's got the parrot out because I can hear it going mad. These are still flowering, which I was quite surprised about. They keep going. The pom-pom ones are not so many now. They're mostly smaller ones, and this one, it's not quite finished. Look, there's still a few more, but they're slowing down now. Oh, there's one here. That looks really nice. So I have to watch myself around here. We have loads of bees, and so if I start pointing like this at these flowers, I'm going to get stung. It's a nice sight to see all the bees, so quite glad that they're here. I'm going to plant loads more things for the bees. Right, so if I come round here, and Freya is fascinated with something as usual. We have the new statue. Don't think I've ever showed you this one. This one is for my eldest dog, and that one is for Tyson. They died both together in the same year. So they're my two statues, and Freya has found something fascinating as usual to be interested in, haven't you, Freya? Right, we come through here, through the gate. These keep going. I can't even remember what they're called now, but they keep coming back, so they're doing well. Through the gate, if you can see, the potatoes have gone. This is a lot better, isn't it? We've got just 2 more sacks there. They were only making like small ones because they were the last ones to go in, even though the Sarpomera, they didn't go in at the same time as the others, so they're only small when they come out. But this plant's done really well. Quite pleased with this. It dries out in the afternoon. I'll have to get that with some water. So if we turn round and we can walk up the garden without having to climb through things, you can see we're starting to get bare pots. And next year's project is this path. This path's being finished. It's all being slabbed properly. I started there and never finished. So we've got empty pots all over the place. And these tomatoes are doing well. So I'm leaving these. They're going a bit yellow at the top. You can see some of the leaves are going yellow, but there we are. There's a sign of blight, look there. But I'm going to pick them before the blight gets to the fruit. So turn round into this mess. This is my dumping ground, but it will soon be cleared. And look at the tunnel. Doesn't that look different? Where we can walk in without being ambushed by things. So these are coming out. You can see it on the leaves, look. These are coming out shortly. These are tomatoes were put in later, and they're doing really well. They don't seem to be affected much. I mean, we've got a little bit, but it seems all right. I think if I can get the big ones out and disposed of, that'll be better. So this will be cleared, and all the stuff that's left in here will go out on a bed, which I'll take you and show you now, that's empty. I'm just going to plonk things on top of it. Oh, there's a pepper coming on that. I was going to say I was going to throw that one away, but seeing as this, I've suddenly realised there's flowers and peppers on it, it can stay. Right, so, ouch. Is this a carrot? I've never seen a carrot go to seed before. Let's have a see. It is. Look at that. It's a carrot going to seed. Yeah. That's interesting. But that's a bit very dry there. I think it had got disturbed out of the, when I've been pulling some others up. They're a bit dry as well. So that'll have to go into this bucket. Alright, butternut squash. They're starting to ripen, look. They're looking nice, but it's... Oh, I might have known. It's gone on the end. I don't know whether it's the slugs that do it, or is it just this weather we've been having. They seem to be rotting off on the ends. Look, that one's not too bad, but it's a bit soft there, look. Not done very well this year, so I think I might just... They'll all come out so I can use the pots for something else, I think. So, if we wander up this way, the nettles are back. This tomato tower has produced absolutely stacks. I picked an armful this morning, and look at them, loads more. I've had absolutely tons off this, but it's doing, oops, well, let's excuse me falling over because I've left things all over. Right, here I've left all the cabbage leaves for the worms to do what they want with, to break down, and I'm going to stick pots and stuff with tomatoes in on top of here, out the way of the, out of the tunnel. Courgettes, we've had that many courgettes, I don't know what to do with them all. There shouldn't be any, I picked them yesterday, so I don't think there should be any more. Oh, some little ones. There we are, little ones there. I think I can see one over here. Oh, there's loads. When heck, I only picked them yesterday. They must have been tiny yesterday. Right. And this bed I'm going to fish the bulbs out of and put somewhere else, I've decided, because I'm not, it didn't do very well. The potatoes, and these last courgettes in here, and I think there's a squash if it does anything. It's going to have to fend for themselves, and when it's all died back, then I will harvest the potatoes. We have the squash on this. We have one that looks reasonably good. That's alright if we only get one off it, since it's a mystery plant, but that's definitely a squash. I don't think it's a butternut. It's not the right shape. It's not got the dark green veins on. And if I can take you around the other side, I will show you we have mini pumpkins. Right, around this side, there's some more coming on here, but there is a big one I can climb up. I had to pull one off because the slugs had got it, and I chucked it down on the floor so the slugs would carry on eating it, if you can see, which they are, and would leave this one alone. Right, so I'm just hoping the slugs, oops, leave that one alone. There's another one up there, and if I just bring you round without making you dizzy, there's one there, and I should imagine the slugs will leave that one alone. Oh, might be another couple. The only mini ones. They look a bit like patty pans at the minute, but they actually are pumpkins. And oops, hold on. The cabbages that I've left are doing well. I had to spray them because of the caterpillars. I'm not sprayed these in here. The only munch marks on these will probably be the slugs, because I don't know whether you can see through this, but it's so fine. The caterpillars, even if the leaves are up touching it, caterpillars don't seem to be able to lay their eggs through it. So we're going to get some more of this next year if I do cabbages, and use the canes from that one, because when they came I was quite disappointed in that netting, because I knew they'd be able to lay their eggs through it, and they did. So I think that's about it. We've had loads of beans. I'm about to come and pick some more, because these are ready by the looks of it. So all there is now really is to pick what's ready and get through this jungle. Get rid of all the old leaves and stuff. I haven't really got a compost bin. I'm not using that big one over there. It's not really on a flat base. So I've been using my brown bin, and it can all go to the council. I have got two worm bins, which I sometimes put a bit in, and I use the kitchen waste for. So I'll have some nice worm castings next year to help me with my garden. But most of it now, like I was saying, is harvest and get rid of the excess, put manure down, or the leaves, big leaves from some of this stuff, and cover and let the worms do their job, and clear away for the winter so none of the nasty weeds can grow, and that will be it. I can leave it and be off to do my sport. So that's it for now. Another red flower here, look, little one sneaking in. That's it for now. I might do another little update when it's all cleared a bit later on, but that'll be about it for this year, I think.